10,000 years ago, in the deserts of the Middle East, a silent hunter lived alone, small, solitary, lethal in the dark, no pack, no loyalty between others of its kind, no one to rely on but itself. This animal survived completely on its own terms, and nobody paid much attention. Back then, humans were afraid of wolves, afraid of bears, afraid of the giant predators waiting just beyond the firelight. A small striped cat slipping through the brush wasn't a threat worth noticing. Nobody imagined this creature would one day live inside almost every home on the planet, but humans were about to make a mistake. Without realizing it, they were going to build the perfect world for cats. 12,000 years ago, everything changed. For most of human history, we lived as hunter-gatherers, small groups, always moving, always searching for food across vast open land. Then, in different corners of the world, something shifted: agriculture. Instead of wandering, people started staying, building villages, working the same land season after season, and for the first time ever, we began storing food in one place. Grain, mountains of it. Enough to survive a winter that used to kill people. But grain attracts more than gratitude. Mice showed up first, then rats. Whole rodent populations exploding around the earliest farming villages. Picture those nights. Storerooms packed with grain, tiny claws scratching behind the walls. Supplies vanishing, a little more each night. A mouse in your kitchen today is an inconvenience. Back then it was a real danger. One bad infestation could destroy what a family needed to survive the cold months. And somewhere out past the edge of the village, a wild cat noticed something extraordinary. Without meaning to, humans had gathered thousands of prey animals into a single, easy location. For a solitary hunter built for scarcity, this looked like paradise. No more wandering for miles, chasing rodents scattered across empty desert. The food had concentrated itself, stopped moving, started waiting. To a cat, that first village was an endless buffet that never closed. So the boldest ones started edging closer, cautiously at first. Watching from the shadows between buildings, slipping in after dark to hunt near the grain stores, and humans started noticing something too. These small predators creeping around their settlements were solving a serious problem. Rats were dying, a lot of them. But here's where the story splits in two. Wolves became dogs through something close to partnership, hunting together, watching each other's backs. Cats took a different road entirely. Humans put up with cats because cats protected the grain. Cats put up with humans because humans, without ever intending to, had built them an endless hunting ground. This wasn't friendship forming. It was a quiet, unspoken deal between two species that barely tolerated each other at first. And that deal was only just getting started. Over thousands of years, both species kept adjusting to each other. The calmer cats, the ones comfortable being near people, got more food. The ones too fearful to come close stayed away, and life got harder for them. Generation after generation, evolution quietly favored cats who could tolerate humans. But here's where cats split completely from dogs. Dogs changed dramatically through domestication. Their bodies changed, their behavior changed, the entire way they relate to us changed. Cats barely changed at all. A modern house cat is genetically almost identical to a wild African cat from 10,000 years ago. If one of those ancient wild cats walked down your street right now, you'd probably just assume it was the neighbor's tabby. In a lot of ways, the animal curled up on your couch is still a small wild predator. Think about how they actually behave. Stalking anything that moves, ambushing your feet under the blanket, watching birds through the window for hours without blinking, knocking something off the table while staring directly at you the entire time. And then, for no visible reason, sprinting down the hallway like the building is on fire. None of that is new behavior. It's thousands of years old. Even play is hunting practice. A cat chasing a toy mouse is running the exact same routine their ancestors used in the wild. Unlike dogs, cats never evolved to obey. Dogs learned to read human emotion with incredible precision. They learned to look for approval. They learned to follow commands. Cats took a completely different path. They simply figured out that human civilization was an extremely comfortable place to move into. So they did. If you've made it this far, you already get why this story is so different from the one about dogs. Subscribe for the next part of this series, animals that changed us just as much as we changed them. Cats spread alongside civilization itself. They followed trade routes, they followed villages, they followed farms. And then humans built another perfect environment for them, completely by accident. Ships. Ancient ships carrying grain were infested with rats. Rats destroyed cargo, spread disease, ruined entire shipments. So sailors started bringing cats on board to deal with it. And just like that, cats had a free ticket across oceans, small predators crossing entire continents, riding along with human civilization. They spread through Europe, through Asia, through Africa. Wherever humans carried food, rodents followed, and wherever rodents followed, cats became useful. But at some point, cats stopped being just useful. They became sacred. In ancient Egypt, harming a cat could bring serious punishment. Some families mourned a dead cat almost like a member of the household. Cats became connected to Bastet, the goddess of protection, fertility, and home. And when archaeologists excavated ancient burial sites, they found something staggering. Millions of mummified cats, an animal that once hid quietly in the desert, had become spiritually essential to one of the most powerful civilizations in history. And even then, cats carried themselves like the place had always belonged to them. That might be exactly why we became so attached. Dogs feel familiar. Cats feel ancient, like part of them never fully arrived, like something is still somewhere else. When your cat needs a blanket to knead, they may be repeating a motion from kittenhood, nursing from their mother. When they rub against your leg, they're marking you with scent glands. When they bring you a dead animal, they might be sharing the hunt, because frankly, they think you're terrible at it. Which says a lot more about what they think of us than what they think of themselves. Adult cats rarely meow at each other in the wild. Around humans, they do it constantly. Over thousands of years, they learned which sounds got your attention. Your cat has, quite literally, spent generations designing noises specifically to manipulate you. And somehow, it worked extraordinarily well. Today, there are roughly 600 million domestic cats living alongside us. Not because they were the strongest, not because they hunted in packs, not because they learned to obey. A small, solitary hunter from the desert figured out that human civilization was the best survival strategy ever invented. Dogs joined us as partners, cats joined us as opportunists. But somewhere between the desert and your couch, opportunism turned into something else. Tonight, your cat, a direct descendant of ancient desert hunters, is going to fall asleep somewhere in your home, completely convinced the place was always theirs. So what do you think? Did your cat choose you, or did they just decide to stay? Let me know in the comments. And if you know someone who swears their cat loves them, but deep down knows their cat just tolerates them, send them this video.